Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. I'm Kevin Harlan, alongside Bud Kellogg and Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. It's a Grizzlies home game. The fans around us amped up here in the FedEx Forum. Look at the Suns. Looking at where they've been, guys, where they're headed right now, hard to say exactly considering they have not played that well.
Kevin, in recent games, their luck has been all bad and tough, and that could very well continue against the team they're facing here in this ball game. It's not going to be easy to end the streak.
Yeah, you don't want to have to face these guys on any given night, but never mind when you're in the middle of a losing streak. So this is tough timing, but it's an opportunity for them to come out. Play well and end this streak.
All right, presented by State Farm, let's take a look at Phoenix's starting five. Markieff Morris and Marcin Gortat are down low. Dragic is out there with Brown, and it's Beasley in at the 3 slot. And for Memphis, the great trio in the front court, Rudy Gay, Zach Randolph, and Marc Gasol. Mike Conley and Tony Allen in the backcourt. Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to Indiana. Back to Conley. A 3-ball. Randolph dishes to Allen. And here's Conley outside. And again, Memphis no good. And here are the Suns now. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And guys, they were really plagued by foul trouble in that one. Forced them into some makeshift lineups late in the game.
And Steve, the frustrating part for me in that situation is you can defend without fouling. Just move your feet and don't use your hands.
And that one is good by Beasley.
And for Grizzlies coach Lionel Hollins, a wealth of NBA coaching experience. 10 years as a player, over 2 decades in coaching. And all of his head coaching experience has come with the Grizzlies.
Conley kicks to Allen. Shoots from 12. Count that one.
And he will punish an opponent for giving him that much room from mid-range. He'll hit that all day.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, Lionel Hollins and I had a chance to talk just for a bit. As far as key factors coming into this game, he said that defense is their focus, and he added, our shot blocking really gives us that anchor inside and the foundation we need to do. Something we can count on, and of course the rest of our defensive execution is just as important, if not more so. Kevin, it's always defense first.
Great, Doris, thank you. It's not too uncommon to have that defensive focus being foremost in the game plan, is it?
Well, that's who they are, Kevin. That's their identity as a ball club. And so every game they start out thinking, let's shut the opponent down.
And not with just any kind of defense, guys. I mean, they want to get up into you, nose-to-nose, aggressive, in-your-face defense.
And for Lionel Hollins, this is his 4th full season as a head coach.
Yeah, he stepped in on an interim basis in 3 separate seasons with the Grizzlies. That's really remarkable, even going way back to their days in Vancouver. So, you know, Hollins has built up a lot of equity with this organization. He's impressed them with his stability and his focus and just how measured he is in his approach as a coach. I think one of the underrated coaches in this league.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 6 feet out. Gortat misses.
He's got a nice touch on that shot normally, but good defense there clogging the lane.
Gay passes to Conley. Over Morris. Conley's shot is off.
A very rough quarter for him, as not much is falling right now.
Well, Michael Beasley was a power forward at the college level, but he's been a little bit of an in-betweener in the pros. Most teams have tried to play him at the small forward because he's got that shooting ability, but he has a hard time guarding other three men. So it's a little bit of a mismatch at both ends of the floor with Beasley.
And Clark, when you play, talk about recognizing that mismatch. When you had a smaller guy guarding you, what was your mind doing? Where were your eyes? What were you doing?
Well, you were just feeling the fact that you had an opportunity to take advantage of a guy that couldn't deal with you. So take your time, no rush, get it where you want it, and then go to work. That's playing the game and feeling it out, not trying to rush anything. That's how I approach it.
Tony Allen.
Well, when you talk about Tony Allen, he can be such an erratic offensive player. In fact, back in Boston when he was with the Celtics, a lot of people called him trick or treat because you never knew who was going to show up on a given night. But he's really become an important player on this Grizzlies roster.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Here is Telfair, averaging 6 points per contest. Stolen by Michael Conley. Pass to Allen. Back to Gay. Connects, the jumper drops. And that'll tie this game up.
And getting back to Tony Allen, guys, his aggressive physical style has really become a part of the team's identity. They call it grit and grind. I love that. His emergence has really coincided with this team's rise in the Western Conference's pecking order.
The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Conley dishes to Allen. Passes to Randall. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
11 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Dishes it to Dudley. Over Gay. No good on his first attempt of the game. The Grizzlies have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And in general, this has been a very good foul shooting team, about 79% on the season.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far.
11. 8.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
And I thought the key in that first quarter was the offensive aggressiveness. They attacked the rim and got to the foul line.
And I sense they're really feeling good about playing at home, taking advantage of the home court.
Rudy Gay, Zach Randolph, and Marc Gasol, the front court. Mike Conley and Tony Allen in the backcourt. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Right side, Scola. Shoots. The shot will not go. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. The Suns beat them last time these 2 teams met in Phoenix. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Luis Scola from Argentina, one of my favorite players in the league. Nothing special athletically. Doesn't get off the floor real high, but he's so skilled. He can pass, he can shoot, and he finds angles to score in the paint, and he is really tough.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Spates checked in for Gasol. Arthur comes in for Zach Randolph. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Tony Allen. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Mike Conley. And Scola, one of the great players in Europe before he even came to the NBA. And he's been as good as advertised.
Yeah, no question. He holds his own on the glass, plays physically, and he can score inside and out with a variety of moves. He's a quality starting power forward.
And he's good on the second.
Well, Brown at 6'4", maybe a little undersized, but he makes up for it by being so athletic and strong. Can really get to the rim, just explodes off the floor.
True, Steve, very true. A spectacular dunker as a result. He didn't win the dunk contest, but you'll see him on the plays of the night from time to time. He's that explosive. With the All-Star game almost here, let's see how the West is shaping up. Taking a look at Phoenix. And, of course, Memphis. They're tied right now. The Grizzlies shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You know, he's an excellent free throw shooter, Kevin, especially for a big fella.
Here's Dudley. O'Neal kicks to Scola. Takes a 3. And it's Brown missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. The dish to Spates. The feed now to Arthur. Spates. Ellington kicks to Bayless. Here's Gay. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist. And it's 6 points for Gay.
You know, Kevin, they were a step late on their defensive rotation, and that helped them get right to the rim.
Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Kicks to Bayless. Feeds it to Spates. He feeds it to Bayless. There's the pass to Arthur. Memphis moving it around. And the shot is good. And it's an 8-point Grizzly lead.
And it's his poise at the offensive end that impresses me most. This guy is unflappable. And
first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
He needs to get them back into a flow offensively. Things have gotten stagnant for them. And they're starting to force some of these shots.
And that can snowball on you. One guy takes a bad shot, then another guy does, and then you're missing back-to-back-to-back shots. And all of a sudden, you have no rhythm and you're self-inflicting wounds.
Selby's checked in for Memphis. Conley now comes in for Jared Bayless. Here is Ellington. Michael Beasley picking up that last basket. And it's Dragic with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here is Ellington. Right now averaging 5 points a game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Dudley. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Ellington. 6-point lead. Selby. He kicks it to Ellington. 5 to shoot. Here's Conley.
That's foul number 2, and I think he's got to be really careful not to pick up the third before the half.
Personal foul. 14 foul.
On defense, Phoenix. Ellington kicks to Conley. Conley off the pick from Arthur. He dishes it to Ellington.
Phoenix foul.
Here's Spates. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
14 foul.
Dragic kicks to Dudley. The 3. They get it back. He passes to Dragic. Pass to Beasley. Shoots over Arthur. Michael Beasley again. Beasley's got 8 points. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Conley, the pass to Arthur. Passes it to Ellington. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Suns. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
A chance here, Kevin, to take a look at the Suns and how they rank in the NBA right now. 3rd in opponent field goal percentage. 7th in fewest turnovers per game. And they're in the top 3rd in the league in blocks. They're a team that really doesn't give many good looks.
I'm most impressed with their defense, Clark. You talked about the opponent's field goal percentage. That stat is so impressive. But what they try to do is take offenses out of their rhythm, out of their flow. And they do that by attacking the passing lanes, pressuring the ball as much as possible, and then trying to block shots at the rim as well.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Dragic, over by Conley. Here's Gortat, and in he goes for the easy 2.
Now they'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can get, guys.
Conley with it, averaging 13 points a contest. Dishes to Ellington. And Spates backing in. Beasley with the steal. 46 seconds left in the first half. Shot from 16. No luck. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Clock management. This is where, Steve, they can get a 2-for-1.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. As long as the first one's a good one, and now you play D, you get the ball back, one more shot.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Memphis ends up going with a new group. Shannon Brown. He's checked in for Phoenix. Here is Bayless. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. The dish to Randolph. Excellent D there from Beasley.
A tight game here, and neither team has been able to gain an upper hand on the backboard.
Well, both teams really getting after it inside. It's been an interesting battle.
Dragic dishes to Beasley. And Gortat gets to Dragic. From outside, off the mark.
I like the defense, guys. Really getting a hand up and challenging shots.
Yes, Steve, lurking on that shot, and that was a tough one.
And we're through two here in a
21. The Suns. 16.
Welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther King Day. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. It's been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
Yeah, the points have really come in bunches for him so far, and not really a surprise because you know exactly what he can do.
Well, he's been in the groove all game long, Steve, and not too many hiccups in regards to his shooting, but we also have come to expect this from him, so we're not surprised by it.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Markieff Morris and Marcin Gortat are down low. Brown out there with Dragic, and it's Beasley in at the small forward position.
What a talented leaper. Loves to climb up and throw it down. Man.
Oh, Clark, he gets up so quickly, doesn't he?
Yeah, like a pogo stick.
Oh, my gosh, not a lot of point guards in the league can jam like he can.
That's for sure.
And he's able to finish, guys, amongst all the big fellas in the paint. Just amazing athleticism. You know, Marcin Gortat has emerged into one of the best centers in the league. Back when he was in Orlando, he was in a backup role behind Dwight Howard. But now that he's in Phoenix, he's getting starters minutes, and he's made the most of it. Very, very productive player.
Here's Gasol, and he drops it in following the offensive rebound.
And that's why you love this guy. I mean, tremendous work on the offensive boards. He just gets you second chance points.
Dragic the pass to Morris. Backing down is Gortat. A jump hook, and the Suns tack on two more. Well, Clark, speaking of Gortat, he led the Suns last season in scoring. When you look at him as a scorer, what's his strength?
He can do a lot of stuff, Kevin. He's got good hands. He finishes around the goal with both hands. He can pick and roll, pick and pop. Nice mid-range touch. I like what he brings. When you're that big and have the skills he has, you can put up some good numbers, and he did.
And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Dragic looking for his first bucket of the game. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And Gortat kicks to Dragic. Morris, he's covered by Randolph. No good from Beasley.
You can't get into much better position for the three than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
Offensive rebound. It's going to be two free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy two.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
Phoenix making some changes. Jermaine O'Neal is checked in for Gortat. And it's Luis Scola in for Markieff Morris.
The 2-possession lead is what they were looking for there, so they can deal with that one miss.
Scola dishes to Beasley. High quality look, and he sinks it. Beasley's got 10 points in the game.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Well, he may just be trying to get a break in the action to clear their heads. You know, a lot of their shots are rimming out. You wonder if their confidence isn't suffering at this point.
I think that's a good time to call a timeout. If a team has a few fall the wrong way for them, just burn a timeout and let them forget about it. Regroup, talk about it, and refocus.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Spates comes in for Marc Gasol. And it's Conley in for Jared Bayless. The feed to Dragic. Off target from outside. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Outside Conley. Gay passes to Conley. Kicks it to Randolph. Randolph draws the double. Back to Conley. 5 on the clock. From deep. Gay. Tries again. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. They get Jermaine O'Neal. Grizzlies have shot the ball well from the free throw line. 8 of 9.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Wesley Johnson's checked in for Shannon Brown. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Inside, here's Dudley. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dudley's got his first points in this one.
I love Jared Dudley, just a pro's pro, great locker room guy, smart, hardworking. He's developed his outside shot over the years and doesn't look overly quick, but manages to stay in front of people defensively.
Boy, he's been so cool out there, composed, never rattled. I mean, a very steady contributor to the offense.
Johnson feeds it to Dudley. He feeds it to Scola. The pass to Dudley. Dragic, covered by Conley. The Suns need to get a shot off. O'Neal. Grizzlies with the rebound. Gay's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Dudley, a former ACC Player of the Year, a great sense of humor. A couple of seasons back, he had a bet with his teammates that he could get 10 dunks in a season. And I don't know if he did it or not, but he tried.
Kevin, I think he barely made it. But you see, he doesn't really take himself too seriously, and that's part of what endears him to his coaches and his teammates.
Dragic kicks to Johnson. And that's good. Jared Dudley for 3. Dudley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And I'll tell you what, they might want to pay a little more attention to him defensively than they did on that last trip.
Conley dishes to Randolph. Gay. Back to Randolph. Conley, the pass to Randolph. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw. Now here's Conley. Shoots over Dragic. And another miss by Memphis. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies out in
34. Double your money. Assignment 29.
Mike Conley and Tony Allen in the backcourt. Gay and Randolph are the forwards. And it's Spates in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And Wesley Johnson with the slam.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Well, you hate to be the guy asked to guard him because he's just so dominant, so quick and explosive. Tough to stay in front of him.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Well, you look at Wes Johnson, the number 4 overall pick back in the 2010 draft. He's really yet to find his footing in the NBA. Great size and athleticism, but his numbers haven't been there. He's not shot it with confidence, and his playmaking has been down as well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Marc Gasol's checked in for Spates. And it's Arthur in for Zach Randolph. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. During that last break, I heard Lionel Hollins as he addressed his team. He was highly animated when he was talking to them, telling them this is going to be a huge win for us. When we close this out, it will go a long way towards showing the rest of the league what we're capable of.
Thank you, Doris. And when you look at Wesley Johnson-Clark, what's the key for him turning it around?
Well, I think he's got a chance to be a really good player, but he's got to work on everything. He doesn't really have a specific go-to identity. He's still a guy that's trying to find himself. He's already 25 years old. Putting aside being a star, I think he needs to just focus on playing with great effort and continuing to become a better shooter and ball handler. If he does that, then he'll make good contributions.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the shot by Rudy Gay. Now Conley. And Scola with the block. And they'll keep possession. Arthur kicks to Gasol. Second shot opportunity. Phoenix grabs the miss. Scola's got his third rebound on the night.
O'Neal.
Dudley dishes to O'Neal. From deep. Scola, no luck. Memphis trailing here. He kicks to Arthur. Offensive rebound. Gay passes to Conley. And that one's good.
They haven't gotten much production from him, but they remain in the lead.
Timeout called, the Suns. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Zach Randolph's checked in for Arthur. Selby comes in for Rudy Gay. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Mike Conley. Gortat's checked in for the Suns. But they'll get another chance. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tony Allen. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Dragic with it. He dishes it to Dudley. Second chance shot. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 6 assists in the game. Here is Bayless. He's guarded by Dragic. Here's Gasol, and the layup is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
They can't seem to stop anybody inside.
They got to know that if they don't make life tougher in the paint, the opponent is just going to keep going there. I mean, it's not like they'll get tired of all these in-close opportunities.
Dudley, no luck.
Typically, he's pretty dependable on those open jump shots.
Here's Selby. No good on the fast break pull-up. Pass to Gortat. Here's Brown. And it's Randolph with the rebound. Randolph's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Selby. He passes to Bayless. For the 3. That one goes.
Even when they're D'ing him up, I mean, he's a very good shooter from out there.
Suns trail by 4. And shot on the way. And it's Brown missing.
He just hasn't been able to build any momentum in this game. He's got to find something out there.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're ahead by 4. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Gasol. Gay comes in for Josh Selby. And it's Conley in for Jared Bayless. And a change for the Suns. O'Neal's checked in. Now here is Conley. Rudy Gay on the wing. Lock at 6. Deflects the pass. And taken away by Brown. Up top, Dragic. He's covered by Randolph. Here's Gortat. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Both free throws good from Gortat.
Boy, those were massive foul shots right there. It's down to a 1-possession game.
52 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Randolph kicks to Arthur. Gortat's there. Here's Allen. Yes!
Boy, coming through with the game in the balance.
Yep, a game-changing clutch bucket there.
Here's Dragic. Nails it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Whoa, that's a big shot right there.
And that one really took the air out of this crowd.
Kevin, the silence is deafening.
Now here is Conley. Gives him the lead pass. Stolen by O'Neal.
Well, they're still within reach, but they need a hoop pretty much every time down the floor.
Well, they've got a little life, but they better execute every time.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. Right in his face. Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Really poor decision on that pass.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Michael Conley. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Those free throws should put a cap on this one. Great job at the line.
And the Suns call time here. They're losing by 4. 6 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And obviously time is the big factor here because they need to get points fast and then go for the steal, and if not, a quick foul.
Hard as it is, you just have to hope the guy you send to the line doesn't convert.
Six seconds left in the game. There's Gay. Cranes the jumper to finish the break. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
They're looking good here, adding to this lead.
Yeah, you know, time winding down here, the score and the clock clearly in their favor.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Norris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Rudy Gay.